Welcome back to part 4 of my Wild and Wonderful Things workshop. After the last video, we talked about background. I was playing around and I decided to put myself in the picture. I hope you have got some feel-good satisfaction from making your pictures using your background and working with loose parts in many different ways. Now, I want to explain to you how to take a photo of your work so that your work will look its best. Taking a photo sounds easy, right? We just ask an adult, click, it's done. But actually, here are some tips on how you can capture a very good photo of your loose parts picture. Because your work will be flat on a table or maybe on the ground, you can't pick it up to photograph it like a normal picture. You will have to stand over your art piece and photograph it. Imagine the camera is like a tray of water and you don't want to spill the water. So you keep the camera flat and very still. Make sure your art piece is visible in the center of the camera screen. Now, you might need to get up on a chair to get higher so that the parts of your art piece are in the photograph. So let's recap. In part 1, you collected and organized your loose parts. You designed your name using your loose parts. In part 2, you got outside and used items in nature along with your loose parts collection, and you made a pattern. You were asked to use contrasting colours here. In part 3, you played around with the background and your background became part of your picture in some way. Each of these tasks gave you a chance to practice some of the different ideas and ways that we can make art from loose parts. Today, it's time to make a final art piece from your loose parts. You can use some or all of the ideas that I've shared with you when making your final wild and wonderful art piece. But this time, after you photograph your picture, be sure and send it on to me at the Linenhall Arts Centre so we can publish your creations on the website. I'm excited to see what you'll come up with. Will you go large? Or make something from small pieces? Will you use contrasting colours? And what wild or wonderful thing will your picture be about? Will you work outside? Or will you plan your picture carefully first and then make it? Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll just start working and see where the pieces take you. Well, whatever you decide to do, I hope you have fun while you make your own wild and wonderful art piece from the things around you. All the best. Thanks a million for joining, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Bye-bye.